ni Dodo Nsaki the second, the Otublo Manche. Your Royal Majesty, ni Dr. Aibunte the second, Bese Manche. Your Royal Majesty, ni Kwashi Bolo, English Yaman from Manche. And my friend and brother, ni Okanta Accra the second, Manche Accra Manche. Ni me kename, my brothers and sisters, I am very, very happy to be part of today's celebration of Homowo. And I send you greetings from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Vice President Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman. They both would have loved to be with you today, but for unavoidable reasons, they are not with us. They send their best wishes and pray that there will be unity in the Ghana state so that development can take place peacefully. On behalf of His Excellency the President and the NDC as a political party, we want to take this occasion to thank the chiefs and people of Ghana State and all the inhabitants of Greater Accra for giving us a resounding victory in the 2024 elections. Indeed, we were pleasantly surprised about the heavy defeat that we delivered to our brothers in the elephant family. It has never happened that out of 34 constituencies, you gave us 30 constituencies. I think that is the best you could have done to any political party. I'm also happy to be part of this celebration because I believe in our history and our culture as a people. Our history always tells us where we are coming from. And our culture is a compass that directs us to where we are going. And it has been said that if you don't know where you are going, if you don't know where you are coming from, it will be difficult to know where you are going from here. And if you don't know where you are going, then any road will take you there. One of the damages that colonialism has inflicted on us as a people is the attempt to destroy our culture. We have been made to believe that everything that has to do with our local culture is satanic. And so we have been cut away from our culture, which should be the compass that should direct us where we should be going. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you that there is nothing shameful about observing your culture and your traditions. And there is nothing satanic about celebrating the Homowo festival. We know the festival is associated with some ban on noise making. Because of that, some of our imported religions try to make it look like it is satanic. And that if you observe the silence during that period, it means you are worshiping Satan. I strongly disagree with them. The ban on noise making has scientific foundations because noise pollution is a very important part of pollution, environmental pollution. So if our culture can provide a period in the year where we can observe silence for a month, I think that it is very, very useful for us and that we must learn to follow. So I'm urging our colleagues, Christians, that there is nothing satanic about joining the gang state when the time comes to observe the ban on noise making. When the chief was speaking, he appealed to government to reconsider allowing the children of Ga State to learn in Ga and write exams in Ga. I think it is a good appeal that needs to be supported. Because everybody behaves according to their tradition. And your language is a very important aspect of your tradition. Your food is an important aspect of your tradition. The way you dress is an important aspect of your tradition. And God did not create all of us to speak the same language, to dress the same way, to eat the same food, because we have been planted at various points of the earth. Some are in the desert, others are near the coast, and there are some who are living in the forest. And so our culture is conditioned by where God placed us. So I believe that if you are a Christian, you don't need to dress like the people in Israel to call yourself a Christian, because they are living in a different environment from where we are living. You don't need to eat the type of food they eat there. It is God who created our own means of feeding ourselves here. So eating your food, you can still worship God, and there is nothing satanic about it. I know that each and every one of us here, no matter how fluent you may be in another language, when you are dreaming, you dream in your language first, before you interpret it the following morning in English or in French or in any other language. And so, if we have a solid foundation in our language, we have a solid foundation in the way we dress, I believe that we will find a better way and faster way to development. Again, I know some of our churches frown upon beating local drums and singing local music in the churches. What is the difference between blowing a trumpet and playing organ in the church and then beating fontomfrom or adwa in the church? If the words of your music is what will worship God, what about the instrument? What offense has the instrument committed? So I believe that it is perfectly in line for us to be able to play the music God created for us, to dance the dance God created for us. Look at our war dresses. There was a time when I put on my smock. They say, "Oh, have you stopped going to church?" I said, "I haven't stopped. I'm still a Christian." But this dressing is the way our forefathers dressed when they were going to war. So if I'm called a general and I dress like a traditional general, I don't think that I have done anything wrong. So wearing your smock with everything that is inside, it is a way of dressing and going to war. And there is nothing unchristian about the way you dress when you are celebrating your festival and honoring your ancestors. Finally, I always want to go back to my favorite theme, that this country, Ghana, is a secular state where the responsibility of government is to pave the way to facilitate anybody who believes in whatever they want to believe in and help them to practice their beliefs without any hindrance. So the state should not be used to suppress any religion and project any other religion. From independence, we were pouring libation at all our state functions. And then we will pray, we will call the pastors to pray, and we call the imams to pray. For some time now, we are gradually abandoning the pouring of libation whenever we are performing functions at the Black Star Square. It is not the fault of any government, but it came about because of some differences, chieftaincy differences within the Ghana state. I am praying that we can resolve these differences and go back to allow the Ghana state to perform their prayers anytime there is a state function. Otherwise, when it keeps for too long, we will get to a point where that type of prayer will be completely forgotten. And so, let us work on any differences that has occasioned the abandoning of our traditional prayers, so that as government, when we facilitate the expression of Christian religion and facilitate the expression of Muslim religion, we can equally facilitate the expression of our traditional religions, so that together we live in unity and in diversity. I want to wish all the chiefs, queen mothers, and the citizens of Ghana State a happy celebration. My prayer is that by this time next year, we would have dealt with all the outstanding chieftaincy issues so that we can observe the true culture, customs, and traditions of the Ghana State as the host of our capital as a nation. Thank you very much, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.